Hello, I'm the Wtninja, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dear Esther. In the last chapter, we went through the caves, my favorite level. And this chapter is called The Beacon. We're going to finally get to our destination and see some really cool stuff, both along the way and when we get there. Oh, look, candles. Wonder if that's where those candles from the inside the cave came from. Probably not. Oh, look at that moon. It's a full moon.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
Yeah, I saw that white paint. I wonder what it was used for. Oh, we already know. We already know. Ultimately, our destination is up there. So we are going the wrong way. Or are we? I'm gonna say yes.
For fire and soil, I chose fire. It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceiling.
Stopped traffic on a motorway? I wonder what that means. I don't know. I never know. Yes, I saw that picture. We will look at it in a second. But first, what is this? I do not know. Look, a picture. It's cracked. Looks like a lady. Wonder what that's all about. Perhaps somebody died? Perhaps I've already said that before? Perhaps I should stop saying perhaps? Maybe. But what is this? What's this? What's this? Car parts? Interesting. Kinda looks like a face. If you look at it from this side. See, you got the eyebrows, two eyes, a nose thing, mustache, and a mouth that's all crooked. I wonder if that's supposed to symbolize something. Maybe the car parts symbolize something? Maybe this has something to do with a car? Probably.
Hall by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
Light from heaven shone something. This game has a lot of references to cars and traffic and it being stopped and someone dying and car wrecks. Huh.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
So there are those paper boats. Those are supposedly the Dear Esther papers, I believe. Which is why I was so excited when I saw one of them floating around in the caves, in that underground stream. I didn't see that last time I went through. It was very cool. Maybe I did see it and I just didn't pay any attention to it. I don't know. Very interesting. So what's the story? If you haven't figured it out already, I'm not going to tell you. I'm sorry.
I will drag my leg behind me. I will drag it like a crumpled hatchback, tires blown and sparking across the dimming lights of my vision. I'm running out of painkillers and am following the flicker of the moon home. When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they restarted his heart with the jump leads from a crumpled hatchback. It took 21 attempts to convince it to wake up.
Paul on the road to Damascus. I wonder if that's a Bible reference? I don't remember Paul dying on the road. I think he went blind. So maybe this has nothing to do with it? Isn't there someone else we know named Paul? But I thought he was...
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
So he's folded along a crease. She's folded along a crease. They will disintegrate, be joined together. Huh.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Donnelly, Jacobson, Paul, Esther. Who are these people? And what's a car wreck have to do with it?
There are headlights reflected in these retinas. Too long in the tunnels of my island without a bottom. The sea creatures have risen to the surface, but the gulls are not here to carry them back to their nests. I've become fixed, open and staring, an eye turned on itself. I've become an infected leg whose tracking lines form a perfect map of the junctions of the M5. I will take the exit at mid-thigh and plummet to my Esther.
What a nice visual. And what was that? What was that about taking an exit, the M5? And it came to pass that as I made my journey and I can't read the rest of this. I don't know. Noon. And it came to pass as I made my journey, something, 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 noon. There you go. That's the story. No, it isn't. Maybe it is.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jacobson back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
What? Drunk? Drunk? Car wreck? He sounded almost mad at Esther. Maybe not mad? Perhaps apologetic? Sad? Remorseful? Huh. And we're almost here. Almost at our destination.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take to the air.
What? What does that...
Dear Esther, I have burned the cliffs of Damascus. I have drunk deep of it. My heart is my leg, and a black line etched on the paper all along this boat without a bottom. You are all the world like a nest to me. Eggs unbroken form like fossils, come together, send small black flowers to the air. From this infection, hope. From this island, flight. From this grief, love.
What? What's going on? What are you doing? Are you climbing to the top? What are you thinking exactly? Wait a second. No. No, 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 no. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. There's someone who... Oh my. He's falling really slow. Well, here's the rocks and bird wings? Wait. Huh? What's going on? Is he flying? Like a bird. Well, guys, this has been Let's Play Dear Esther. It's been really fun. Hope you've all enjoyed it as much as I have. And if I haven't convinced you to get this game, well, at least I got to show you part of it. I certainly enjoyed it. So, once again, this has been the Wtninja. I'll see you next time.